What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. Now, the crypto market is looking absolutely hideous right now. Things are falling, it's crashing, it's looking very red, a bloodbath. It's insane right now. It's down by 5% plus, down to a 2 trillion, $2.13 trillion market cap. We'll get into that more later. But I want to talk about in this video what this means for cryptocurrency because again, it's about how people react to it. It's always been about how people react to it. When it comes to the stock market, it comes to anybody investing into anything, it's how people are reacting to the market. It's supply and demand, right? With anything. So the way that we look at it is September was honestly a good month. No, or October might end up being a bad month. However, this is the final shakeout. In my opinion, this is the final shakeout before we see the massive uptick, the run in altcoin season. That's what I'm looking at. Now, I know a lot of people are looking at this as a larger fall than what we've even seen before, which could be the case only depending on a couple of things, and we will talk about that. But before we get into all this, guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more of these videos. Also, make sure you check out any of the links for Twitter, Patreon down below. You can also check out my link for Margex if you guys are interested in leverage trading, which once we hit a lower level, if you're looking for a long-term move, that's kind of what you want to do is be able to invest into the crypto market, not saying more than what you can afford, but trying to put some money around or put money in different places if you truly believe in crypto. Now, it is very risky, so make sure you understand what you are doing with leverage trading before you decide to dive into it. Also, make sure you check out my link for Trade Assist down below if you guys are interested in having bullish zones, bearish zones, and understanding the market in a different way of looking at it than what you've normally been looking at it, right? What you're used to. So, anyways, let's talk about where the crypto market is. Let's show you guys how bad of a bloodbath this actually is. Currently, the market is down by 5.44%. It's at a $2.13 trillion market cap, while you're also seeing Bitcoin's dominance slightly increase. While we were looking at some positivity in their dominance decreasing, Bitcoin's dominance decreasing, and the reason why I say that's positivity is because altcoin season, we all want to see altcoin season. Some people just want to see Bitcoin rise, but I believe altcoins are going to rise so much more percentage wise than what Bitcoin is going to rise. Now, but Bitcoin's dominance is at 56.35%, up about 0.5%. However, that's the only thing that you're going to see that's really green, right? You see that Bitcoin is down by 4.15%. You're seeing Ethereum that's down by 7.31%, BNB that's down by 5.84%, Solana down by 7.5%, XRP down by 6.7%, Dogecoin down by 10.5%, 7% for Ton, 2% for Tron. You have 9% for Cardano, 10% for Avalanche. So many things are falling heavily, right? After seeing days and days of an uptick, it really sucks that everything can turn sour very quickly and aggressively sour, right? Where you're looking at 1% gain for, let's say, AVAX, 2% gain the next day, 3% gain, 10% gain, all of that stuff. And then you just see automatically, boom, 10% that it drops off. Not necessarily the best thing that we want to see, especially when you're coming from a higher number down to a lower number. 10% on the higher number is a larger drop than 10% on that lower number, if that makes sense. So with all of the things that are happening right now, the market is just falling. It's just kind of crashing a little bit. And I think it's more about the anticipation of what October would be, and that October was that the month, right? October to November is the time frame where we're going to see the 6-month period after the halving. So a lot of people are probably anticipating, hey, this is going to explode, and then you see the exact opposite that does happen. And we've noticed that that has become the trend recently with a lot of these hype moments that we have seen. Not necessarily the best thing in the world, but we've seen it. Again, Litecoin down by 6 or 7%, Uniswap 9%. You're seeing Pepe that's down by 14.5%, still up 12% over the last 7 days, but down in the last day, 14%. That's crazy, right? You see all of these days to where you have these upticks, and then all of a sudden, the things really just start to come back on you. Now, there's a lot of hype and attention built on the election and what side is going to care for crypto, and both of them are going to care for crypto, as well as some different things that are happening, right? We have October 6th for XRP, for Ripple versus the SEC, and whether something's going to happen there. We have just support, overall support for crypto. What's going to happen with ETFs? Are we seeing that the Ethereum ETF was a bad thing, or whatever, right? We have these conversations that are happening, but I truly believe where we stand as we get into 2025 and we push into 2025, even the later half of 2024, I believe this is the final shakeout, right? When you look at what has happened, what has transpired over the last 3 years, it's been tough, right? From 2021, where everything really started coming back, and then 2022, where things weren't really that great. 2023, where things were starting to build up towards the end of the year, but the beginning of the year was horrid. And then you also have, 2024, where multiple times, in many occasions where we've seen massive news that dropped, whether it's the Bitcoin ETF, whether it's the, XRP battle there, whether it's having a settlement and not having a settlement and going back and forth there, or whether you have the Ethereum ETF, whether you have the Bitcoin halving, all of these things that have happened, we've seen a massive pull, right? A massive pullback of everything. And it wasn't just like oh, well, this is just a 5% drop. No, it's like 25%, 30% drops in everything that we're seeing. We're seeing high points, and it's making people believe that that was the all-time high, that Bitcoin hit its all-time high, and we're not going to experience an altcoin season. I truly believe that we're going to experience an altcoin season. We haven't experienced that, and there's so much more room for growth with so many different things. And the support for crypto is just massive. It's just so much uncertainty in the way people are reacting. That's kind of the problem. That's the issue. And that uncertainty leads to some doubt to where you're going to sell the position, or some of the larger whales are waiting for that uncertainty to happen, wait for that fear to happen so you can be greedy, and they're taking their position, they're taking their profits, and that's okay. When it comes to the grand scheme of things and holding crypto, it's not for the faint of heart. It's not for the short term. It is for the long term. It is for looking out a number of years and going, crypto is going to be worth this much because of these things that are happening. Automatically, we don't know what's going to be or how people are going to react to a positive, set of news. Whether it's like the most positive thing in the world, you still might see a pull, and we've seen that. The halving, outrageously positive. Bitcoin ETF, outrageously positive. Ethereum ETF, yes. The settlement or a final decision on XRP, on Ripple versus the SEC, absolutely. That's a 3-year battle to get some clarity on crypto, and you finally reach an end to where now Ripple can have that clarity and do so much more. So all of these positive things, just because they don't have a positive reaction, doesn't mean ultimately they're not going to be positive. So this right here, and where we're seeing this is the final shakeout for the crypto market. I don't know how big it's going to be. I'm telling you, I'm uncertain. I don't know how big it's going to be, and I'm reacting in that way when it comes to my leverage trading. And that's the only thing that I'm worried about. I'm not worried about my regular positions. That can sit there for a long period of time. I don't need that money. I would love to have more money, but I don't necessarily need it right now. So I can let it sit there for a long time. And I hope that you guys are doing the same. But this is truly, in my opinion, the final shakeout of the crypto market, shaking out all the people that are scared, all the people that are fearful of crypto pulling back, and then it's going to explode. And then when it does explode, it's going to leave a lot of people in the dust. It's going to leave a lot of people behind, and they're going to say, I'm going to wait for the next pullback. But there's not going to be a next pullback until we see, the bear market. So let me know what you think about this. Am I right by saying this is the final shakeout, or are we going to see something, a large push, and then we're going to see that shakeout again? Let me know your opinion. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.